Hi, my fellow TIs. I'm in the bathroom. This is the most light I get, so it's probably going to be dark, but it's the most light I get. Whatever. It's like in the morning, and last night I wasn't tortured. The previous 3 evenings and nights were, but yeah, my eyes are still red from all that crying, from all the pain. But last night I wasn't, and I'm still in pain from those 3 evenings and nights, but they didn't put me through it last night. Thank ya. But yeah, thank ya. But even the last previous evenings and nights, the torture and stuff, I've been setting small goals for myself, which are huge for me, because I don't want to lay down and just, marinate in that freaking pain that they put me through, and the heat, the no-touch torture, the heat swells you up and it swells everything up and really screws you up, your body. But, yeah, I've been setting goals for myself so I don't lay down and just be miserable. As you know, nothing's a coincidence if you're a real target individual. As you know, it ended up taking me fucking hours and hours to do one load of laundry and $9 in quarters. But the other lady, boom, washed her clothes, dried them, and had 45 minutes left on the dryer. But nothing's a coincidence for STIs. Yesterday, my goal, day before? The day before, my goal was to take a shower and put on clean pajamas, because that didn't happen the day I did the laundry. Yesterday, my goal was to get water, because the water here is, I watched another TI on YouTube, and he said, you could take the faucet water and put it on a paper plate and get a magnet, a strong magnet, and move it under the plate, and you'll see particles that you don't see. He says it's toxins, and metals. But I think that's the channel Israelite Free Nation. But well, anyways, yesterday my goal was to get water, and I don't know if it was yesterday I took a shower. I think it was the day before. Torture really screws me up, when you have to endure a lot of pain like that, it really screws up your mind. But yesterday my goal was to, go get water and clean the cat box, or at least sift through it and stuff. And I ended up getting baking soda at the store. to put in it and stuff. But, well, anyways, so I took my granny cart and, I went and got some groceries and, some water. And as you know, before when I couldn't gain no weight and stuff, and, I feel better than I did gaining this 20 pounds. But, I still have to take some of the groceries up and then just lug the water because it's still heavy, losing that muscle tone and crap from losing weight so quickly and not being able to gain it back for a long time. And well, anyways, so I took the groceries up, and I locked the top deadbolt. And I went back down to lug that granny cart up the stairs. I told you about my keys disappearing from inside, and I was only in the shower. And I never found them. And so, I got the top deadbolt replaced and shit. But, I told you they get in here anyhow. I told you about the phone that disappeared, and the phone just like it that had disappeared reappeared on my chest when I went to sleep, and the phone was charging in here. I don't know if you follow that. The first phone didn't work and wouldn't charge up. The second phone was like a duplicate, the same phone that I had for over a year. And then I left it on the charger and went to sleep. And I woke up and it was the first phone, the phone that I screwed up where you put the SIM in and the charger port, the charger thing didn't work. And you can see the big difference. And yes, my SIM was in it. Well, anyways, and I woke up with it on my chest when I went to sleep with it, in the bathroom plugged in. Well, anyways, if you're a real TI and you're targeted where you live, you know that they get in your place. Things are ghosted sometimes, disappear from where you put them, and they'll reappear someplace they never were, weeks after, or they'll never reappear. But, well, anyways, I lugged the cart up here with the water in it, and I went to go unlock the deadbolt. Guess what? The bottom door handle lock was locked. I didn't lock it. And I know it didn't lock on accident because it's just not possible. Oh, I have to remember to tape it. But, I always wondered how they get in here so quick. Sometimes it's so quick. But, them not having a key, if you're targeted at your place of residence, they don't need a fucking key. And years ago, I was watching some stuff on YouTube where, they had doors that you couldn't see, and they'd slide a magnet, where the molding was on the floor, or, hidden drawers and shit. You slide a magnet through there, but, if you're on remote and shit like that, they got access to everything. But listen here. You can hear, ta-da, you can hear when it clicks. Watch. You hear that? So, I was locked out of my place yesterday. Yesterday I took a shower. And, I had emptied sifted out the cat box and shit. Because my cat's urine is really strong. And, I had it in a bag by the door, and I had taken a shower. Mind you, I had taken a real hot shower, and then I took like a quick cold one afterwards to try to make the inflammation go down. But, well, anyways, one of the neighbors called the manager, and the manager came. 5 keys. They did not fit the bottom lock, the one that I didn't replace, the door handle lock. And I had tried to like knock it off with a hammer. I wasn't kidding. My furry bud was in here and shit. And finally I went down the street. Thank God a neighbor down the street had a lockpicking kit and unlocked it for me. Well, nothing's a coincidence, and everything goes wrong, and shit that like would be like a way out coincidence for us target individuals is not a coincidence. But I know I didn't lock that lock. I know I didn't. Mind you, I've been locked out of this place before. Locked my keys inside before. But throughout the years, And, I was just thinking, they don't have to do anything to get in here. With remote and how they control everything on remote and shit. And the electromagnetics and the EMF, which over 45 is radiation, boom, chirp, chirp, I was thinking that's the easiest, simplest way, because I did not lock that bottom lock. And I'm sure just shutting it didn't make it lock by itself. You get me? But I got in. And, it smelled like moldy steam and heat, from a shower I had taken like an hour and a half, 2 hours before. Yeah, mind you, the windows were closed. I have one window in the bathroom window too, the small one. But, and then the marination of the, the cat litter that I sifted, the urine smell, But, they control the temperature. They control the lighting. They can get in here. They got our phone, But everything small, is a big thing for me because I'm really disabled. But I made sure that I didn't lay down in that pain and, just marinated in it. I made sure I set little goals, which are huge for me. And even the little goals, the things that are supposed to take, and, get accomplished and take not a lot of time, they end up taking forever, or something screws them up, like that laundry, and taking $9 and quarters to do, to dry, and $3 to wash twice, and hours of going up and down those stairs, when in the morning I couldn't even have took those stairs. But I had the will in me, you get me? And yesterday, something simple as, coming upstairs and coming into my apartment, the bottom door handle locked. But nothing's a coincidence. obstacles are thrown in our way. And yeah, my laughter, and I mean my real laughter and my good spirits, and if you follow me, I always got a good spirits and, a different outlook. And I told you I've changed since after the accident and stuff, and I have a sense of humor, and I love my sense of humor. I'm not being like cocky or anything, but, but it just, this is like the second time I've lost it. And it's been throughout my bad targeting, And this time I remember many years ago, because I don't own a TV. I don't want a TV. But many, many, many years ago, I remember watching South Park. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but Cartman lost his fucking laughter. And I never thought too much of it. It's a cartoon. I thought it was a made-up thing. But it's not. It's not a made-up thing at all. I laugh, but I don't laugh. And my sense of humor is not with me right now. I use it, but it's not generating, my joyousness inside. It's not there. Because through all this stuff I've been through and stuff like that, but, yeah, it is a real thing. And that's the way I deal with things. And I laugh at myself. Because, let's face it, I'm a dumbass. I'm a freaking idiot sometimes. But I love myself, and I love who I've grown to be. And, me, once in a while, if you're a TI, and you've had to wake up to a lot of things, and you're awake, some of us, well, me personally, sometimes I just wish I was still asleep. I wish I was still asleep and I didn't know what I know now. And was in ignorant bliss and never became a TI. But wish, If wish was a frog, it'd bump its ass every time it jumped. Don't ask me what that means. But, once you wake up, you can never go back to sleep. And once you start learning things, there's so much more to find out. And me, I can't focus. And if you're a true TI, if you got targeted, really hard, at first you went through the crazy stage, then you went through the angry stage, and, nobody's perfect. So you can't, sometimes you're wrong about things, completely wrong about things and how things are done, and you learn more. Well, they're doing it like this, or this is what's happening. And then you find out later, no, you're wrong. Or some TI, makes a video and you learn from them. And then you research. And then you But, you know, I don't know about these TIs that claim to know everything. But I don't know everything. And you figure stuff out by watching the patterns, you know, when stuff happens, what you hear, you know, certain things you hear, certain things you see, you know, patterns, you know, and the things that are out of place that, you know. But I don't claim to know everything. But I do know that they get pretty bold after a long time. You start like, you know, they get pretty bold. I mean, come on. Me throwing my freaking keys next to the bed on the floor and taking a shower and boom, they're gone. You know, a whole phone. Me going to sleep and a phone's on my charger. And waking up and it's on my chest and it's the first phone that was broken. The phone that was just like it, that disappeared. You know. And if you're not a TI, you know, and they wouldn't believe the shit that we go through. And it's fucking crazy. It is. It's freaking nuts. And, you know, I mean, if I didn't have to wake up and somebody told me some shit like that, I'd be like, wow, what kind of drugs are you on? I want some of that. You know, just joking around. But I think there was something wrong with them. Or I think that they fucking were high on some kind of hallucinogenic. But no. If you're a TI and you've had to endure targeting, you know, and not all of us are targeted or in the same way or in the same program. But a lot of us are. You get me? So if you're a TI, you know some crazy ass shit that you would have thought was crazy. And some stuff that's like too coincidental. You know, because when you become a target individual, coincidences fly out the window like Chris Brown. But Chris Brown was pushed and he deserved it. But, yeah, so little things, obstacles thrown in the way. But I didn't get no touch torture last night. And I didn't get attacked. Praise Yah. You know, it's crazy the way you're grateful for not being covertly attacked. Something that we should not even have to deal with. But, oh shit, I've been on here a long time, and if I knew how to edit 24 minutes, I'd probably be able to cut it down to 15 minutes with my uhs and, you know, whatever. But peace out. I love you guys. I do. And I'm grateful for your comments and your support. Don't know if this video will be seen or watched. Don't really care. But it's out there. It's out there. And just documenting.